My girlfriend leaves for work early, way before sunrise. Most mornings I get up with her, walk her to the car around 3:50 a.m., and then sit awake for about an hour before falling back asleep. That morning was no different, except about 20 minutes after she left, my phone buzzed. I saw something scary, the text read. I had no idea what she meant. My brain went straight to maybe she saw roadkill, or an animal get hit, or somebody doing something shady in the middle of the night. So I asked if she was okay. A moment later, she added, "I'm here, by the way." She sends that every morning when she gets to work, just so I know she made it safely. But in that moment, it didn't help my stress level at all. When I asked what happened, she told me she was driving past Apodaca Park here in Las Cruces, and she saw a large black dog crossing the road. Now, if you're not from around here, Apodaca Park has a reputation. It isn't just sketchy. It's the kind of place where genuinely disturbing things have happened. Back in 2021, a man was found there, beheaded, and witnesses literally saw somebody playing soccer with the head before authorities arrived. It made both local and national news, and that wasn't the only violent act tied to that park. So when she said she slowed down so she wouldn't hit this dog, I was already uneasy. But then she told me what happened next. When she got close enough for her headlights to fully hit it, the dog wasn't a dog at all. It was a man, sitting on a bench, no reaction to the headlights. He was just sitting there, with his arms stretched across, one leg crossed over the other, and kicking upward in a strange exaggerated motion, almost like he was trying to imitate a relaxed pose. Except there was something wrong about the whole thing. She said he looked weird. She couldn't see his face, but he just looked out of place. She told me it was like a giant black dog on all fours, struggling to walk, and then it wasn't. Its body looked wispy, almost like smoke in the middle, and the head looked messed up. I just thought, oh no, I really don't want to hit that thing. I can't even explain it. It's like a dream leaving my brain. I'm scared. I want to cry. When I asked what the man looked like, she said he wasn't homeless. He had nice clothes, a jacket, very white shoes, and an afro. He wasn't dirty. He wasn't disheveled, just extremely out of place for that area of town at that hour, considering the entire area is usually filled with homeless people. And that image, the black shape in the road, reminded her of something that terrified her. When she was a kid, her dad used to scare her into coming home before dark by telling her about the dogs of war, nightmare creatures that would come to get her if she stayed out too late. She used to have recurring dreams about these dogs. So seeing that shape in the road, first as an animal, then as a human figure, made her tremble. She said, "It looked like how I always imagined the dogs of war." It freaked her out so badly, she didn't even want to get out of her car when she finally got to work. She was shaking through her texts, nearly in tears. My first instinct was to drive out there and check it out for myself. Not because I'm brave, but because my flaw is curiosity. Instead, I was so freaked out that even in my own house, I turned on every light at 4 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. Later that day, when the sun was up, we drove past the park together so she could point out the exact spot. And this is the part where everybody gets the chills. There is no bench there. Not on the sidewalk, not in the grass, not anywhere someone could sit in the position she described. It's just open ground, a few large rocks, and a giant Indian head statue, which made that image, arms stretched outward, legs swinging oddly, far more unsettling. Whatever she saw wasn't sitting on anything. It was just there. This story comes from Las Cruces, New Mexico. The witness described the entire thing the same morning it happened. I usually treat most stories the same way, curious from a comfortable distance, skeptical but not dismissive. These kinds of encounters tend to end up in that gray space between strange and unexplainable, and that's usually where they stay. But this one is different because it wasn't submitted by a viewer, and it wasn't pulled from a Reddit thread. The person who saw this thing is my girlfriend. This happened in June of 2025, and she was sending the texts to me. I don't scare easily. I talk about this stuff for a living, but I am naturally skeptical, probably more than most people assume. My first instinct is to always question, to verify, and to sit with a story quietly before I decide what I really think about it. I don't have a grand explanation for what she saw. I can't prove anything, and I'm not asking any of you to believe this. But what I do know is that she's lived with me, the spooky storyteller, for 4 years, and she still won't watch my videos. She doesn't do Halloween, she doesn't like horror movies, and she won't even sit through a scary story in broad daylight. She wants nothing to do with the paranormal, even if it's fictional. So if she was going to make something up, it wouldn't be this. And at the end of the day, I can only be certain about the integrity of the people that I know. And if there's anyone I know, it's her. Do you have a story that you want the world to hear? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be reading